from now on. Man, that's all on you. I'm just trying to save us from this world of hurt, so that you can clearly see exactly what you're worth. There goes a young man's dream. If you don't learn from your mistakes, be the death of me.
Today we're looking at the first track off Kerry Gale's latest album. It's called Death of Me. Album's produced by Joe Bonamassa and Josh Smith. You can hear Joe Bonamassa singing background vocals on this one. Sounds great. Okay, we are in E flat tuning. Everything's down a half step. We're in the key of E minor. Let's look at the main riff. All right, tone-wise, you're a single coil neck pickup, something Fender bluesy. I'm using a Kemper with a Vibra King profile here. So nice sort of that bluesy sound, a little bit of reverb there. Okay, so it starts off bottom E string. It's an E flat, of course, but bottom E string, pull off the G, 3rd fret, to the open E, and then hit the 2nd fret D string, which is your E octave, and then either pull off or pick that. Sometimes it sounds like he goes between them. I think I pulled it off for everything. So okay, next part there, this sort of run that he's doing. The thing that gives it this nice, I don't know if eerie is the right word, but a certain very particular sound is he brings in the F, that flat 2, flat 9 on the E minor. So you sort of almost a Phrygian sort of sound. And it certainly gives it a particular flavor. So he's doing the F to the E, or 3rd fret, 2nd fret. Then he moves up to do the G and the F sharp. So brings in sort of the standard 2nd or 9th there instead of the flat there. So the 5th to the 4th, and then he'll slide up that G to the A sort of quickly and come back down to the G. So it's all on the D string, this run. In between each note, you've got a little a down up mute that you can do just on the D string. So you're muting the string with your left hand and doing the down up with your right. So let's do that. Okay, now if I add the vibrato. Okay, and that's that main riff there. Now, worth noting, another thing that's really interesting, and I want to know who came out with it in the studio. Was it Eric? Was it Joe or Josh or someone else? The bass doesn't follow that riff up. So once the band kicks in, and you're starting on that F, E, G, E sharp, A, G, the bass is a 6th down. So I'll play the bass note together as well. It might sound funny there, but listen to the recording and you can hear in that riff, the bass isn't doubling the guitar there, it's that 6 down. It's a really nice sound. Okay, let me play that riff just one more time. Okay, now we're getting into the verse. Let's go with that. Okay, verse E5 chord here. So it's a full E5 voicing. So what you're doing is you're muting the G string with the bottom of your 3rd finger, so it's not going to ring out, okay? So just don't hit it hard, sort of almost a strum. Okay, then left channel after a bar. This is again first time around, but you're just on an E5 power chord there. When it comes into sort of a pre-chorus, it's going to come into a D5. I like adding the open A as well. I think it really fattens up the sound. Back to E5. E5. Nice and sort of easy for that one. All right, next part really, then it goes back into the main riff. The last part really, there's only a few parts in this song, I suppose, for that killer solo, is that bridgy part. Let's have a look at that. This one I left the same tone and everything. I just went to 4th position, rolled down to 6 or 7. And the chords themselves, firstly, he's coming out of that E5. Okay, now the next one, the chord voicings are on D, G, and B strings. He's always bringing in that open E after he does those. It almost sounds like he's doing it with his thumb as well. So I played it this way, sort of an E minor. Well, it looks like an E minor, but what I'm doing is I'm muting that G string there as well. So on that first chord. Okay, so every 2 beats we're changing the chord. So it's an E5. I'm not going to do the strumming pattern. I'll just show you the chords. So I'm a G, B, and E there. So it's a E minor voicing. Then it looks like a B7 voicing. Again with that high E on top. So you're doing 4, 2, 4. So you've got to bring your fingers up, particularly to get that high E. So first chord. And it's those 2 voicings all the way up the strings, okay? That voicing there, and then that voicing there. So. Except for this last one. Okay, so again, every 2 beats in the bar, you are changing chord. So the E5, then the one up here, 5, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 7, 5, 7, back down to the 5, 4, 5, 9, 7, 9, 10, 9, 10, and then this one is 13, 11, 12. Okay, that's a B major chord there. So the interesting thing about that, I suppose from a theory perspective, is it's E minor, and this B7, that D sharp, that major 7, that's very common in a minor scale, so you would expect to hear that a lot. But the G sharp he brings in up here on the 979 is really interesting. That was sort of different, okay? This one. Okay. Now, in terms of sort of the way he's strumming it with the right hand, I sort of swept it down with my thumb and then came up on that high E string. Okay, like that. And that's it. Then when the band kicks in, I would say he's strumming instead of sort of soft with the thumb. Then he goes into his guitar solo, as only Eric does, E minor pentatonic, and then some. Sort of a quick one today, Death of Me on Eric Gow's latest album. Good luck. See you next time.